First core delivered. You have one last chance to stop them.
Now look at that, playing some Dirty Bomb on my channel once more. Hi, this is Splish, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're gonna look into this free-to-play shooter once more that is by many considered to be a dead game. And I understand why, of course. The game hasn't had any official support since 2019. But even so, there's a very passionate small amount of people that are still playing the game and therefore making it possible also for you now in 2024, and I would say take the chance before it completely dies to actually try out the game. Yes, Dirty Bomb is indeed one of the best free-to-play shooters I've ever played, or to be honest with you, it actually beats some of the AAA games out there as well. When it comes to overall gameplay, gunplay, movement, well, you name it. Also has a very strong competitive kind of spirit and aura when it comes to this game. So again, I really like it, and it's been one of those games that I have come back to every year, at least a few times a year, to play and cover, even though the great days of this game is of course over. But as said, community servers is holding up this game, and it's been doing so for a couple of years now. Unfortunately though, when I looked into the player count recently, I saw some alarming numbers, if you will. I mean, they have been low for quite some time, but now I started to wonder if we're looking at the last kind of breath when it comes to this game. Of course, fill in the comments what you think about it. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk a bit about today's sponsored product when it comes to a cool microphone that was sent to me, and maybe this could be something for you as well. Here we go. This is the Fifine Ampligame AM6 Condenser microphone. Fifine is a premium brand when it comes to sound and microphone technology. The microphone comes with a sturdy table stand, a USB cable to connect to your PC, and a pop filter. It's also easy to put on your boom stand, as I've done, and you'll see that soon if that's what you prefer. The microphone also comes with a good and easy to understand user guide, which I also appreciate. This is a microphone that is affordable but still gives you good quality and some really good features that will make your gaming easier. The chat mix is one of the most spot-on gaming microphone features, I would say. Not just up the mic audio itself, but headsets usability. You have the side tone for your old headsets and output level control to make a better party chat if you're playing with friends. And you can also mute yourself whenever you need to just by touching the top of the microphone. Another good built-in feature is noise rejection. You know, when you're playing and you maybe have a mechanical keyboard and you hear the clicks and everything, that will go away if you activate the noise rejection and also other sounds around you. I have now been using the Ampligame AM6 Condenser microphone for some time when it comes to YouTube videos and also my streaming sessions on Twitch with very good result. And now you can have the same experience if you want to. I leave links in the description. The first thing, you'll find it there, and you can go and check it out for yourself. There's a pretty good price right now when it comes to the microphone. When I'm doing this video, I think it lands around the $50 mark, which is a really good price for a condenser microphone with all these tech features. With that said, let's get back into the video. So, when I was checking the Steam player count when it comes to Dirty Bomb, as I said, I got a bit of a hiccup. I wasn't aware of the fact that it had dropped quite dramatically the recent months. At least the last 2 months, I would say, when it comes to August and also September. We're mid in September when I'm doing this video. As you can see here, we're talking about average players like 55 or 53 players and peak players 114. Compare that to July and June, for example. During the summer we had around 150 or even 400 players on average. That's a huge difference. I am not sure really exactly what has caused this. Sure, we're now in the beginning of the fall, you might say. I'm doing this video like almost mid-September, and people, you know, they're back into schools, education, maybe working, and there might be less time to also play video games. And of course also new games coming out. Me myself are quite occupied enjoying and playing the new 40k Warhammer Space Marine 2 game that I like a lot. But new games have been released before, and Dirty Bomb has been out there for a long time, and we haven't seen these numbers, at least from my point of view. So with that said, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I have been covering a lot of free-to-play shooters and also like to go back and play older games. Maybe you have seen that on my channel when it comes to my videos or in playlists. that's something I do and I really enjoy it. Also to check out how they're doing like now, maybe 5 or 8 or even 12 years later. And even though nostalgia that can kind of blur your judgment once in a while because you just have this emotion of coming back to something you did enjoy to play, I have to say Dirty Bomb still plays really good and compete also now in 2024. I have another favorite, you might say, that I go back to once in a while, which is PlanetSide 2. Completely different game, but still also something I really enjoy. So why am I mentioning this? I do that because I think it's very important to have these kind of games out there. I'm not saying that games should or can live forever, because they can't. I mean, heck, we're watching games that are released like recently and are almost about to die. Because it's hard out there. It's hard to get your game out there, especially if you're a smaller developer and you don't have that big marketing budget, as an example. But even if you do, if the game isn't good, it might not stick around. We've seen that already. Games such as Concord, oh my god. And also XDefiant as a free-to-play shooter is struggling right now. I guess Season 2 is around the corner. I stopped playing it already around Season 1. It's not a game for me. We're not gonna get into that. I prefer Dirty Bomb instead, I have to say. I think it does like everything better when it comes to movement, gunplay, map design, flow in the game, everything. But again, this is an old game and I shouldn't be too surprised when I watch the numbers and everything. But at the same time, as said, I really like this game and I was hoping it to stick around even longer. Maybe it will, who knows? Again, as I said initially, the small community that is still around are very passionate. I have gotten comments on former videos where I hear from people that are still logging in almost every day playing the game or play it every day, and I think that's amazing. I know it's also kind of hopeless to believe that there would be a sequel to Dirty Bomb, like a Dirty Bomb 2. I have covered that before, but at the same time I am a bit surprised that there aren't more game developers that have copy-paste when it comes to Dirty Bomb, because it's all here. It's like a blueprint of how to make a really good movement shooter, a casual experience, but also a competitive experience at the same time. A game where you can have fun playing with friends, but also works well, I have to say, at least that's my experience, also going solo in this game, meaning playing with random teammates, at least most of the time. With that said, I think it's time to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, it helps me out here on YouTube. And of course also, if you are interested when it comes to the Fifine microphone that I highlighted, there are links in the description, and as said, I think it's a good buy, especially considering the price and everything. So take care, until next time, have a great time, see you later, bye bye.